Hello, tech enthusiasts. Welcome to the Daily Byte. Let's get into today's top tech stories. Shopify's template engine just got 53% faster. The company just shipped a massive optimization to Liquid, their template engine that powers millions of online stores. This wasn't some quick fix either. We're talking 93 commits from around 120 automated experiments. The secret sauce? They converted Liquid templates into bytecode instructions that run on a custom virtual machine, basically the same approach languages like Python and Java use. For Shopify merchants and developers, this means themes load faster and dynamic content renders way more efficiently. And here's the best part. They pulled this off while keeping Liquid's core philosophy intact, beautiful and simple markup that anyone can work with. Amazon's new health AI, ask questions, book appointments. Amazon just launched a health AI assistant that's now available on their website and app. And this is a pretty significant move into healthcare. The assistant can answer your health questions, explain medical records in plain English, manage prescription renewals, and book appointments for you. Basically, it's trying to be your personal healthcare coordinator. On the enterprise side, they also introduced Amazon Connect Health, which automates all those high-volume administrative tasks that usually bog down healthcare teams. The whole system uses what they're calling agentic AI technology, which means it can actually take actions on your behalf rather than just chatting. This could genuinely improve the patient experience while reducing the administrative burden on healthcare providers, which, let's be honest, is desperately needed. It'll be interesting to see how quickly people trust AI with their health information. WhatsApp gets parent controls for kids under 13. WhatsApp is rolling out something new, parent-managed accounts for preteens under 13 years old. Parents will set up these accounts and maintain continuous control over them, which addresses a lot of concerns about kids using messaging apps unsupervised. The accounts are pretty stripped down though, just messaging and calls, no groups, no status updates, none of the extra features. This is clearly WhatsApp's response to child protection regulations, which have been tightening up globally. It's actually a smart middle ground, letting families communicate through WhatsApp while giving parents real oversight. The big question is whether preteens will actually want to use a limited parent-monitored version of WhatsApp, or if they'll just find other platforms. But from a safety and compliance perspective, this makes a lot of sense for WhatsApp to offer. Google closes $32 billion Wiz deal, finally official. Google just wrapped up its acquisition of Wiz, an Israeli cloud cybersecurity startup, for $32 billion in cash. That's billion with a B. The deal was announced about a year ago, and it's now officially complete. This is a massive bet on cloud security, and it makes sense when you think about Google's cloud ambitions. Wiz specializes in cloud security, which is exactly what Google Cloud needs to compete more aggressively with AWS and Azure in the enterprise market. For context, $32 billion makes this one of Google's largest acquisitions ever. This acquisition significantly strengthens Google's cybersecurity portfolio and positions them to offer much better security solutions to their cloud customers. In the enterprise world, security is often the deciding factor for where companies host their infrastructure. So this could be a game changer for Google Cloud's competitive position. Claude Cowork, built in just 10 days. Anthropic's growth marketing leader just dropped a bombshell about their new Claude Cowork feature. The entire thing was built in 10 days using Claude Code. And here's the wild part. 0 human code was written, not a single line. The feature includes full desktop access capabilities, which is already impressive on its own. But what's really mind-blowing here is that this represents a recursive AI development loop, something experts thought was still years away from being practical. We're talking about AI building features that took 10 days instead of what would have previously been estimated at years of development time. This isn't just a cool milestone, it's showing us that the timeline for AI-assisted development is accelerating way faster than anyone predicted. Canopii's robotic farms are basketball court-sized. A new player in the indoor farming space called Canopii is taking another swing at something that's stumped plenty of companies before. They've developed robotic farms that run autonomously, needing very little human intervention. Each farm can produce 40,000 pounds of herbs and leafy greens every year, which is pretty incredible on its own. But what really stands out, the entire operation fits in the space of a basketball court. Indoor farming has seen its share of failures, but Canopii says they've learned from those mistakes. If they can pull this off, we're looking at high-yield farming that could work in dense urban areas, cutting down supply chains and getting fresher produce to people faster. The tech is promising. Now it's about proving it can actually succeed where others haven't. There's an interesting breakdown making the rounds about where engineers actually stand with AI tools, and spoiler alert, most of us are still in the early stages. According to this AI adoption spectrum, the majority of engineers are hovering at level 1 or 2 out of a possible 8 levels. New engineers are seeing huge benefits, though, using AI to understand system architecture faster and shipping functional demos in days instead of weeks. Mid-level engineers have an edge too, especially those who publish their findings and share what they're learning publicly. That kind of knowledge sharing creates real advantages in the AI era. The takeaway here is that there's still a lot of room for growth in how we're using these tools. And the engineers who figure it out early and share that knowledge are going to have a serious competitive advantage. Meta delays AI model launch over quality issues. Meta just pushed back the release of their new AI model called Avocado until at least May. The reason? Performance concerns. This is pretty significant considering Meta has poured billions of dollars into the AI race, and now they're pumping the brakes. The company is apparently exploring temporary licensing deals as a backup plan while they work out the kinks. This delay definitely raises some questions about where Meta stands in the increasingly competitive AI landscape. When you're spending that much money, you really need these launches to stick the landing, and it looks like Avocado just isn't ready for prime time yet. Is this information helpful? Let me know in the comments. Tap like, hit subscribe, and share with a friend. It really helps the channel. See you in the next edition of the Daily Byte.